American Idol singer Josh Sanders on The Voice lost his son. It's been 12 years since American Idol fans watched Josh Sanders audition for the show. He returned in 2015, but never made it past Hollywood Week. Still, he did well enough on his own. However, he took a hiatus when his son passed away. Now he's back on The Voice in season 25. What was wrong with his child? Josh Sanders has a sad story, solace in music. So many people turn to music when they suffer emotional pain and trauma. Has there ever been a talent show without a competitor who finds solace in music? Well, the 35-year-old is a country singer through and through, and after a break from music, he's back at it wowing Reba McEntire. Fans of The Voice saw him perform during the premiere of season 25 on February 26. For his blind audition, Josh Sanders sang Nate Smith's "Whiskey on You." Impressively, he got fast attention from Reba McEntire. He also got interest from Dan plus Shay. The pastor from Kannapolis, North Carolina, seemed split between Dan plus Shay and Reba, but ultimately the dad of 5 kids went with Reba. His backstory for The Voice is a tragic one, though. What happened to young son Leland? Medu reported that the loving father and his family were devastated by the loss of Leland. Born in May 2020, the child was only 23 weeks along. Unfortunately, the fragile baby couldn't cope and passed away, leaving the family devastated. The Voice didn't dwell on the tragedy. Instead, Josh told them he sings a lot in church and made his choice for Reba with apologies to Dan plus Shay. In the comments of the video on YouTube, opinions echoed those of commenters on his golden ticket audition for American Idol. 2015. They just love Josh Sanders' confident style. When this contestant sang "Whiskey on You" by Nate Smith during his first blind audition of The Voice last night, wow, I thought he did such a great and amazing jobs. I like that southern rock voice he had, especially when he hit those high notes. I had to put him on my team app, and I'm glad Reba turned her chair around. He was awesome. Josh has that down-home country tone country music lovers will easily gravitate towards. He displayed a lot of confidence while performing, so singing in front of an audience comes second nature to him. He has a pleasing tone with a great range. He chose a great song. Love this. I think he should have turned more chairs, honestly. I think he'll be in the finale. What did you think of Josh Sanders' blind audition? Were you happy that Reba McEntire turned her chair? Do you think that he might make it through to the finals? Can you relate to the loss of a premature child? Shout out in the comments below, and come back here for all your The Voice news. The path to stardom is rarely straightforward, but for Josh Sanders, a talented singer who graced the stages of both American Idol and The Voice, his journey has been marked by not only the pursuit of dreams, but also the depths of unimaginable loss. Known for his rich, soulful voice and an unshakable determination, Josh's story is one of perseverance through personal tragedy, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Josh Sanders, a name once synonymous with hope and ambition as he climbed the ranks in American Idol, was someone audiences couldn't forget. His voice carried a sincerity that resonated with viewers, earning him admiration not only for his talent, but also for his down-to-earth personality. Music for Josh wasn't just a passion, it was a lifeline, a way to connect with the world, to channel emotions, and to make sense of life's complexities. Little did anyone know, however, that those emotions would soon be tested in the most excruciating way possible. After his time on American Idol, Josh's career didn't take off immediately as many expected. The music industry is notoriously tough, and despite his talent, the competition was fierce. However, Josh never stopped pursuing his dream. He performed at local venues, worked with various bands, and slowly built a reputation as a powerful live performer. In time, he decided to audition for The Voice, hoping that this opportunity would finally propel his career to the next level. His audition on The Voice was one that turned heads. As the familiar notes of his song filled the room, the judges were captivated by the sheer emotion in his performance. His voice was raw, filled with years of experience, hope, and longing, but it was also marked by a sadness that wasn't there before. There was a story behind that voice, one that he carried with him into every note, every phrase. It was during this time that Josh had to confront an unbearable loss, the death of his young son. The details of his son's passing were kept private, but the impact on Josh was palpable. Losing a child is something that no parent should ever have to endure, and for Josh, the pain was all-consuming. It was a devastating blow, one that changed his life forever. The bright-eyed dreamer who once took the American Idol stage was now a father in mourning, trying to make sense of a world that no longer made sense. In the face of such overwhelming grief, many people would have retreated from the spotlight, unable to continue. But Josh, in his characteristic way, found solace in music. Music, which had always been a source of joy, now became a way for him to process his pain. It was no longer just about pursuing a career, it was about survival. He sang not just for himself, but for his son, for the memory of the life that was lost too soon. His performances on The Voice were unforgettable, not just for the technical skill he brought, but for the emotion that poured out of him. Each song was a tribute to his son, a way to keep his memory alive. For the audience, it was clear that Josh wasn't just singing to impress, he was singing from the depths of his soul. Every lyric, every note was laced with a profound sense of loss and love. But as much as Josh found healing in music, he never shied away from acknowledging the darkness that came with his grief. In interviews, he spoke candidly about the difficulties of losing his son, about the days when he didn't know if he could go on. But he also spoke about the importance of continuing, about how his son's memory gave him strength to keep moving forward. For Josh, his son wasn't just a loss, he was a guiding light, a reason to keep singing. As Josh's journey on The Voice continued, he became an inspiration to many. His story resonated with viewers who had also experienced loss, and his willingness to be vulnerable made him all the more relatable. He wasn't just a singer with an incredible voice, he was a father, a human being who had faced the worst and still found a way to stand on stage and share his heart with the world. Despite the heartbreak, Josh's career continued to gain momentum. He released music that reflected his journey, songs filled with pain, hope, and redemption. He continued to perform, drawing on the strength that came from knowing his son was always with him, in every note, in every performance. His music became a testament to the fact that even in the face of unspeakable tragedy, there is a way forward. It's not easy, and it's never simple, but it is possible. In the end, Josh Sanders is more than just a contestant on American Idol or The Voice. He's more than just a singer with a great voice. He's a father who has faced the darkest moments imaginable and still found a way to keep going. His story is one of unimaginable loss, but also of perseverance, love, and the healing power of music. For Josh, singing will always be about more than just hitting the right notes or impressing a panel of judges. It will always be about his son, a little boy whose life, though tragically short, continues to inspire his father's voice to soar higher than ever. In every song, in every performance, Josh sings for him, and through that, his son's spirit lives on. Despite the heartbreak, Josh's career continued to gain momentum. He released music that reflected his journey, songs filled with pain, hope, and redemption. He continued to perform, drawing on the strength that came from knowing his son was always with him, in every note, in every performance. His music became a testament to the fact that even in the face of unspeakable tragedy, there is a way forward. It's not easy, and it's never simple, but it is possible. In the end, Josh Sanders is more than just a contestant on American Idol or The Voice. He's more than just a singer with a great voice. He's a father who has faced the darkest moments imaginable and still found a way to keep going. His story is one of unimaginable loss, but also of perseverance, love, and the healing power of music. For Josh, singing will always be about more than just hitting the right notes or impressing a panel of judges. It will always be about his son, a little boy whose life,